Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Birding Memo, our weekly birding podcast. Today, we will be talking about the Chihuahuan Raven, a bird from the Passeriform order and that belongs to the Corvidae family, also known in Spanish as Cuervo Llanero and previously known as the White-necked Raven. However, this name is now only applied to the Corvus albicollis in Africa. Corvus cryptolecus is a Chihuahuan raven scientific name in Latin and means hidden white, referring to its wide-based neck feathers that are only visible when the wind ruffles plumage, while preening or when an individual intentionally erects its feathers during social interaction. Mostly distributed and way more adapted than any other corvid in America to live in open grasslands and deserts, but can be seen on Oyamel forests too. More similar to the American crow in size and weight than to the more closely related common raven. Nevertheless, this large crow-sized bird has relatively pointed wings and graduated tail, and heavy bill typical of ravens throughout the northern and southern hemispheres. Adults are glossy black with a violet or purplish sheen visible on the upper parts in good light, and with underparts faintly glossed bluish. The bill is stout, heavy, and relatively blunt tipped. Its field marks are its nasal bristles that are profuse, covering up to two-thirds of basal portions of culmen, a shorter tail compared to the common raven, its more relative pointed wings, and its different calls and sounds. Its distribution during breeding season goes primarily from the northern regions of Mexico to the southwest US. In winter, the distribution tends to expand to central Mexico. A cool fact about this species is that in the late 18th and 19th, Chihuahuan ravens were most widespread in Colorado and most adjacent states than they are now. Scientists speculate and theorize that the slaughter of the plained bison provided ample food for ravens, permitting a temporary range expansion for this intelligent bird. Now, the Chihuahuan raven mostly feeds out of insects like grasshoppers and other big insects, also from lizards, carrion, and other birds' eggs, young birds, fruits, and scraps of human food. Thanks to everyone for listening to today's podcast about the Corvus cryptolecus. Share this podcast if you find it interesting. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. And see you later, birders!